If you are hearing my voice right now, you are one of two kinds of listener. Either you have been here for a while, you followed the Reader of the Empress through all 17 episodes, the graveyard of failed drafts in episode 1, the skeleton going up in episode 2, act by act through the summons, the ascent, the fracture, the return, all the way to the complete framework in episode 14. Or you found this show a different way. You downloaded one of the worksheets from rondanini.com/architect method, and somewhere along the line you got curious what the person behind them actually sounds like. Either way, this episode is for you. It is short and it is one announcement. I am Luigi Pascal Rondanini, and this is the Architect's Method. If you have been with this show from the start, you already know what this method is, because you watched me use it. Not talk about it in the abstract, actually run it in public, on my own novel. You heard why manuscripts fail before you heard how to fix it. You heard the 4 questions that build the skeleton. You heard what got cut from the Reader of the Empress and why cutting it was the right call even though it hurt. You heard how I knew the draft was actually done. That was the method in motion. 17 episodes of it, on one book, in real time, mistakes included. What I want to tell you today is that the other half of that is finally here, the method written down, not as a transcript of the show, as its own thing, built to be used on your manuscript, not mine. And if you are in the second group, if what brought you here was one of the worksheets, not the podcast feed, let me back up and give you the short version of what this show has spent 17 episodes on. Most writers do not fail to finish a novel because they lack talent, or discipline, or ideas. They fail because the writing started before they actually knew what they were writing. The plot felt clear in their head, and then somewhere around page 80, it was not anymore. That is not a talent problem, it is a sequencing problem. Discovering your story structure and executing it at the same time is the expensive way to work. The worksheet you downloaded was one piece of a 7-stage system built to fix exactly that: complete vision, research mastery, architectural design, character as function, genre integration, skeleton construction, and disciplined execution. Structure first, execution second, never both at once. Every decision tested on paper while it is still cheap to change. Instead of buried in 70,000 words, you now have to unwind. You have had one worksheet. What is coming is the whole system that worksheet came from. Here it is, plainly. The Architect's Method, the 7-stage system for writing novels that actually get finished, is coming soon from Rondanini Publishing in paperback and ebook. It gives a full chapter to each of the 7 stages, with worked examples pulled entirely from public domain novels: Pride and Prejudice, Dracula, Jane Eyre, The Hound of the Baskervilles, The War of the Worlds, so you can check every claim I make against a book you can download for free, rather than taking my word for it. All 8 worksheets are printed in full in the back, not held back for something else you would have to buy separately. If this show has been the method applied to one novel, the book is the method itself, handed to you so you can apply it to yours. Same 7 stages you have heard about here. Same underlying principle: make uncertainty cheap while it is still cheap. Just built to work on whatever you are writing, not on the Reader of the Empress specifically. The free worksheets stay free at rondanini.com/architectmethod/worksheets. The book does not replace those. It gives you the full framework they were drawn from. For the release date, follow this feed or rondanini.com. One honest note before I let you go. This method is for writers who actually want to finish, who will trade some of the fun of pure discovery writing for the certainty of getting to the end. If you love writing purely for the process, with no particular need to finish a complete draft, this book will not be for you. And I would rather tell you that now than sell you something that does not fit how you work. But if you have got a manuscript that stalled around page 90 or several, This is built for exactly that. I have spent 31 years writing nearly 100 manuscripts, not all of them published, some of them never meant to be, plus more than 1,000 poems since I was 8 years old. This method is what that many years of finishing things and not finishing things eventually distilled into. This show has been me running it once in public so you could watch it work before you trusted it. The book is so you can run it yourself. Thank you for listening to 17 episodes of one book getting built, or for stopping in for the first time because of a worksheet. Either way, you will find the release date at rondanini.com. This has been The Architect's Method. Go build something you can finish.